Yeah. Yo, we was raised off school lunch. The kids gotta eat. Where your mother? Why y'all kids in the street? Now we older niggas, broomstick in the Jeep. Lord of the flies, what you kill, you could keep. When I die, I hope God kill me in my sleep. I'm a real king, the whole village gon' weep. Niggas fear my...
Yo, what's good? Back. Another episode. Jewelry. With your boy, OG Reeks. You know what I mean? I want to start this episode off by saying rest in peace, Takeoff, man. And it's really terrible because my last episode, we were saying rest in peace to P&B Rock. You know what I mean? But that got me thinking about this episode. The name of this episode tonight is called Black Lives Matter? Yeah, with a question mark. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been upset at all these young rappers dying, man. But it was something about P&B Rock and Takeoff. Not even something, man. P&B Rock and Takeoff hit me extra crazy because one, P&B Rock was having dinner with his family. His lady. I think his mom was there too. You know what I mean? Then they gunned him down, robbed his lady, stripped the jewelry off the dead body. Then they come to find out it was a family that was all involved. Son was the robber, father, and the stepmother. That hurt on both sides. You know what I mean? And then this Takeoff thing hurt me because it's like Takeoff seemed to be like a humble guy, like he was smooth. He was like the least vocal out of his group. Probably the least vocal out of all of these young rappers that's coming up. You know what I mean? Always having to fight for his spot, for his, you know what I mean? Like he had to validate himself or something, you know what I mean? And then the project that he just put out with Quavo, like what he was doing, it was like a coming out party for him, pause. He was staking his claim like, yo, I'm here. You know what I mean? And he got gunned down. Now they're saying that this was a friendly fire incident, that it was a situation where Quavo was arguing with somebody and somebody from his team jumped up in his defense and bust. And, you know, somebody from whoever bust back. And they were saying, like, Takeoff was off to the side. And he just happened to stand up at the wrong time and see what was going on. I guess because naturally he hears uncle going back and forth, exchanging words with somebody. So it's a shame overall. So I want to start like this, man. If that's true and we don't know, two people arguing, why was a gun? Why go for a gun? Why? Everybody there that was familiar with each other, they were either playing dice or arguing about sports. I don't play dice, and that's one of the reasons, you know. But I'm just saying, what was the first course of action in this argument as it intensifies was to back out a slammer. We do bodily harm to one another with ease at the drop of a hat over nothing. Over nothing, you know? And we get so outraged when the police kill one of us. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because we know the reasoning behind it, whether direct or indirect. But we're not so angry when we kill each other, especially senselessly. especially senselessly. You know, we'll feel some outrage when an innocent bystander gets hit. Old lady, young baby, rightfully so. But it got to be outrage for the gang member that gets hit. You know what I mean? It has to be outrage for the person that does the shooting. Like, this is just happening too much. And it's commonplace now, man. It's commonplace, man. Our music, our music is driven by our music is driven by violence, misogyny. Like, where is the love in our music? Where is the music that reflects our lives mattering? For real. Because if you're being quite honest, our music says the total opposite. Our lives don't matter to us. And I'm not speaking from a condescending place, because I was in the streets and I bust moves where, you know what I mean? Somebody lives ain't matter to me either. I'm not standing here being condescending. I'm just saying, let's just get a grasp and call it like we see it. So maybe we can do something about it. I will be honest with you. Every slave from Kunta Kinte to Django, Nat Turner to Harriet Tubman, yo, they rolling over in their graves, dog. The Black Panthers that's living still, they're disgusted. Trust me. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, yo, we let them all down, dog. We let them all down. Now, look, I understand that the things we've done was, and our mentality and where it is now, I understand that it's all by design. But we can't keep continuing to blame the white man. We can't continuing to blame the powers that be. Like, at what point in time do we, yo, listen, man, gun violence in our community is a problem. It's a plague, bro. I remember at the time, drugs was the plague. Everybody was a fiend. Everybody, mother, auntie, uncle, then grandmother, then. Nah, that ain't it no more. It's gun violence, man. Census is young black men killing other young black men. And I've been around hip hop for a very long time. And for the first time, hip hop is blatantly telling young men to go kill other young men. It's blatant that. Spin your block. Yo, gang culture is the prevalent culture in hip hop now. You understand? Right? And we don't want, look, we know the psychology of gangs. We know. I'm not doing that. We're not gonna sit here and play the blame game. We have to take this situation by the reins as a people. You know what I mean? Because this is what they all did. You know what the 80s and the 90s was about? You know what I mean? The 80s and the 90s was about locking up all the OGs, locking up the positive influence, man, to remove the positive male influence out of the black community, right? So they succeeded in doing that. Jails, deaths, fathers not taking care of their children, and now here go the byproduct. This is the byproduct of what they wanted, right? So we gonna let them win? This is what I'm asking. Are we gonna let them win? Because it seems like we're letting them win. We just making it look cool to one another while we letting them win. You feel me? Now come on. The people that's watching this show are smart. These rappers are smart. We're not as dumb and as savage. And that's another thing. I don't like that. I'm savage. That ain't cool, man. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Look at the description, right? First of all, nigga is bad enough, okay? Or whatever. We took that word in. Whatever. Now we just be calling ourselves savage. You see, the word nigga could be debated. I'm not going to debate with somebody about that word savage. The direct opposite of savage is civilized. So you admitting that you running around in the streets acting uncivilized. But yet you want other people to treat us in a civil way. How does that work? How does that work? You know? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. I'm a hip hop shorty. What? I was here from almost the beginning. I mean, not fuck it. I could say I was here from the beginning because Sugar Hill record was in my crib and I knew the words as a young kid. So yeah, I've been hip hop since the beginning. It's just now, man. Come on. Come on. Yo, it's getting ugly, man. The streets is ugly, bro. There ain't no love out here. It's just money. Right? They've been saying for the longest, rap is the most dangerous job. Yeah, that shit sounds cool. That sounds cool, man. Nah, being a black man in America is the most dangerous job. You wanna know why? Because we dying just like the rappers, but there's way more of us. It's way more of us. There's way more of us, man. And we can't escape it. We can't escape it. You know? Like, how do you mourn a fireman that burns in a fire? That's what he signed up for. And he ain't trained right, maybe. Yo, bro, you want to be a rapper. You became a rapper. Then you started putting yourself in positions to whatever. The streets are kind of the same, though. Put yourself in positions to meet death earlier or meet jail earlier. I'm just saying, man, we got to really reevaluate and take a real honest look at us. At us. You know? Yo, when I was coming up as a young kid, yeah, this is why I want to thank the 5%ers and really tell you how much you gotta appreciate the 5%ers because it was still an era of black pride and and being smart. Like being smart was kind of cool. I don't know, man. I just see it getting worse and better. The mind state of the youth, you know, we're the young revolutionaries. Every day they're trying to take our liberties from us. But we so caught up, spinning a block, and we killing each other every day. But the only time we come together, a kumbaya moment, and we hold hands and say, yeah, you know what, we powerful. It's when a white person kills us, police officer. Black Lives Matter and all these rallies and marches. Right? Yes, that's wrong. We should have been coming together to stop the violence in our own communities caused by us. Period. Period. And yes, I know I'm keep repeating it. Our original mentality was stripped from us, and a whole nother mentality was given us through slavery and poverty and all these things which causes. I get it, but at what point in time do we as a people say, "Damn, what are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves?" Address the self-inflicted wounds. You understand me? Like, how does a millionaire that made it out the hood die in cold blood on some hood shit? We gotta ponder that. How does that happen? How does that happen? And as often as it happens. You know what I mean? Yo, violence has become African American culture. Do you understand that? If asked to describe the African American way of life, from the outside looking in, like somebody from another country, you know what they would say? Sports, entertainment, hip hop, and gangs probably, violence, drill music. And yes, I'm probably saying all of this because I'm older now. When I was younger, I probably would not be saying this at all. I know I wouldn't have. There's times I thought I was going to sell crack forever. How about that? There was times I really thought I was going to sell crack forever. So no, we are no better, we're no better than the youth today. You understand what I'm sitting there trying to tell you? But you know what we didn't have? We didn't have all this communication. We didn't have all this access to one another, all this access to information. We didn't have that. So with all that laid in front of us, the shootings go up. But all this technology that comes in front of us, and all this new ways to try to get you some money, the murder rate goes up. You want to know why the murder rate goes up? Because murder is trendy. Murder is trendy. So tell me, how do Black Lives Matter when a young man get killed in cold blood and then we pass the footage around? It's porno. Pass the footage around. Tell me, how do Black Lives Matter when this behavior is being promoted in the song? Tell me. Listen, I'm not gonna make this a long video. I'm out. Let's start really acting like Black Lives Matter. It's getting disgusting. Yo, if you like this shirt, once again, my boy, Fresh Flying Boat. That's the name of the clothing line. Repping that Canarsie Chiefs. Yo, get at his Instagram at FF_N_broke. Feel me? You wanna get at some of the clothing lines you see me wear, some of the hoodies and shirts, because I'm usually wearing something I made, my clothing line. Another great idea. Alright? Go to anothergreatstore.com. Yeah. But for real, let's really prove to the world that Black Lives Matter. Let's get off the board. One, Jewelry, OG Reeks.
Bro.